First article has to do with Korea's being wired. I didn't know to what degree Korea is wired until I read this, but it really is remarkable. And it's remarkable that this is a result of a Korean government incentive. That is, they decided, this is an example of foresight by government, rare maybe. The Korean government decided between 1998 and 2000, those were Kim Dae-jung years, I think, that Korea would be wired and have a high sophistication of internet infrastructure is what they call it, telecommunications infrastructure. In any case, it's very impressive. I assume this will lead sooner or later to prosperity in some form, such ease and quickness of communication. Some of these, though, are toys. In the end, the cell phone is a toy. How often is the cell phone used for important communications? What percentage of our communications via cell phone is for significant or important or urgent information? In my own case, 1 out of 100, and I imagine I'm normal. In the end, then, the cell phone is a toy. It makes life interesting and enjoyable in some cases, keeps us busily bent over the thing, as this kind of these kinds of mechanisms do, and that might lead us to a more serious consideration. Among the forms of computerism, let's call it, and computerization, many are solitary, and the PC bang is a place of solitary activity. The machine and I. Even when we are communicating with someone elsewhere, it's still pretty solitary. It's certainly not like a conversation. Other forms that aren't computerized, the headphones, wherever headphones are involved, we have isolated human beings. And the cell phone really is very similar. It's true, I'm sending messages to someone, and there's a person on the other end, but I'm totally absorbed in my little machine, my little toy, and I kind of wonder about the long-range effects of that. TV watching is the same, really. It's a solitary activity. In fact, some of these are literally designed to exclude other people. I suppose it's a concomitant, that is, it comes along with other changes. It's a concomitant of a highly crowded, populous world. We are bombarded with information and voices and communications all around us, and in some cases I think we actually take refuge in our PC bang computer room, watching TV, watching DVDs and videos, of course, mostly alone, even when someone is next to us, we're alone watching these things. These kinds of changes are significant. Disturbing, not necessarily. Like all change, I think these changes have negative and not negative consequences, but they are certainly important for us to be aware of. Anyway, thanks.